Well, since winning the award, of course, we've been doing a lot of teaching and a lot of learning about sustainability, but we thought we'd get our hands dirty in another project. One of our communities, smallest city in the smallest state, Rhode Island is the smallest state of the 50, has gone bankrupt, but it has an incredible piece of history right on the edge of the Blackstone River, which we're very proud of, and that's where we do our work. So we discovered that there was some great chocolate manufacturing history there back in the 1700s. So to help the local people memorialize that history and talk about it and know about it and learn about it and be able to tell the story and attract people, we're involved in building a park on the edge of the Blackstone River now in the city of Central Falls. It'll be very small, but we're working with Mars Corporation on it. They've given us a matching grant, so lots of the local businesses have come together, put money into it. We're building an access down to the river so people can fish on the oldest polluted river in the hemisphere. But they're going to be able to walk down, canoe, fish. We're going to tell the story about the culture and what took place there at the time. And hopefully it'll improve the economy a little bit with people that'll want to come and learn about the chocolate history and chocolate manufacturing in America in the 1700s.
And buy chocolate.
And buy chocolate, yeah.
We won't buy chocolate.
Yeah,
chocolate.
We won't be making any chocolate there, of course. But eventually there'll be some chocolate connection, a product at some point. Right now we're going to try to get the park built before May 19th. So
it's wonderful. So you built on your original project.
Oh yes. Yeah, the original project, of course, is taking the first industrialized landscape in North America and getting it to live again for the people that live there and hopefully people that will want to visit there. So it's getting the story right. And it's not an easy landscape to work on. It's very, very, very polluted. And every time we think we're going to be able to do something, the cost escalates. For instance, we're building a river landing now in the town of Cumberland. This has been just a little bit further up the river. We want to be able to launch a boat. What we thought was going to be a $50,000 project, maybe a $75,000 project, has turned into almost $1 million project because of the pollutants still left in the soil. So things that you think are easy and normal sometimes become much more complicated, especially along the Blackstone, due to the industrialization over 200 years. It's pretty much destroyed the river, but it's coming back, and people are starting to discover it. So ways to access the water, so you can canoe, kayak, take a riverboat, just fish, or just sit beside the river were never things that you could do before, but now you can.
And from the point of view of your community, they all benefit from the tourism.
Oh yeah, because first of all, in developing tourism, you develop it for the people that live there. Las Vegas is really the different model, but our model is people are there, people have a history, people have a culture, people have an environment. It happens to be one that was destroyed many years ago, but now we're trying to bring it back. So you really build it for the local people first. It's got to be real, it has to be authentic. That's our work, is keeping it authentic. If you get that right, the local people will benefit and visitors will want to come and enjoy. And when they do, and when they get off of our East Coast Highway by a motor coach or a school bus or just a car, they'll come and they'll search the history out, which is a story that we encourage them to find. But also, they'll spend money while they're there. They're going to want to be overnight. They're going to want to eat. They're going to want to refuel their cars. So yes, the local people will benefit, but it's about getting their story and the authenticity of the place right first.